let's address one final thing, and that is how to reassign or change the values of variables in our program. As we talked about in class, it's one of the most important things that programs do. We set up variables to make space, right? Save a place in memory for a certain value. And then we're able to change that throughout the program based on different things. So we have all these different values or variables that we've created, and we've used them in a bunch of expressions to get different computations and different values out of them. But we haven't yet gone through the process of reassigning the value of a variable. So it's tempting to go to our variables section and drag out our var x like we've been doing. But we only need that var keyword when we're creating a new variable. That tells the program, the keyword var there tells the program to save a spot in memory. So if we're changing the value of the variable, we don't have to save a new spot in memory. We're just going to change what that variable is set to. So instead of getting that var x equals 0, drop down and you'll find just plain x equals 0 right here. Okay, or x equals nothing. And let's put that at the bottom of our code. All right, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how a couple of different ways to change variables, okay? So let's do first add. So we're going to say add equals, right? We already have our add variable. It's up at the very beginning. Right now, add is equal to, or is assigned the value of 8 plus 5. But if I wanted to change that, I could say, just kidding, now I want add to equal 27. Okay, so I can give it a completely new value just by assigning it a new number. Or I could give it a new expression to evaluate. So maybe now add equals 9 plus 3. Or there's this other cool thing that I can do with it. So these are all ways of reassigning the value of a variable. But one cool thing that I can do, and this is how we do scores in video game development, okay? So maybe I'll even just show you that as an example. I'm just deleted that, so follow along with me here. I'm going to do var x equals, scroll to the bottom, and I'm going to say, oh my gosh, scrolly, score. I got to zoom out for this. So I'm setting a new variable called score, and I'm going to set it to 0, okay? So let me go ahead and add a write statement. You guys have done this a billion times now. I'm going to say score colon plus score. So that should print score at the bottom of my screen and tell me that the score is 0. So let me run through my program really fast. And there I've got it. Score is 0 at the bottom. Okay, so now let's pretend that we're going through and we're playing our video game and they do something to earn a point towards their score. So I go to variables, and now I'm going to get that new block that we talked about, just the x equals, and bring it to the bottom. Let me move into text mode really fast and give myself some more space. Oh, it won't. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, so I gave myself some more space at the bottom so we can see. All right, so now I'm going to change the value of score. So I could say score equals 1 at this point, but you can imagine in a program how complex that would get as I, as the programmer, am trying to keep track of their score as they go through the program and kind of hard code it in here as actual numbers. What I can do instead, if they do something cool and that earns them a point, I can do this cool construct. Watch this. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see. Score equals score, this darn zooming, I'm so sorry, you guys. So score equals score is what I'm saying right now. So score is equal to itself. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Plus 1. Score equals score plus 1. What on earth is that doing? It's taking whatever the value of score was before, so whatever point they're at in the game, whatever they've been doing as they've gone through the game, whatever their score is now, take that and add 1 to it, and that's the new value of the score value or score variable. So we are reassigning the score variable to what it was before plus 1. Okay, so there are all these different ways that we can change or update the values of variables. We can give it a new number, we can set it to a new expression, or we can do something like this where we're saying, okay, take what it was before and add something to it or subtract something to it or multiply something. So this is a really powerful way. We do this all the time in game development. So now I'll add my last write statement. And I'm going to say now score is, and then come out of the quotes and do plus score. All right, come back, reset, run my code. It's going to ask for my numbers. And if I look at the bottom, score was 0, now score is 1. So I added 1 to my score. Okay, so a very cool way to use variable reassignment and that assignment operator.